Most people ignore places like this. People like to be around other people. But loneliness looms like a storm on the horizon. Everyone's in a Corvette blasting away from it. But not me. I like the quiet. Loneliness and solitude are not the same thing. Not at all. I fought that for a long time. But the more you get to know yourself, and the more you struggle with being understood by others, the more you feel good in your own company. When you choose to walk away from a situation, a relationship, a job, you're not running away at all. You're running to yourself. But if you don't like yourself, well, that can be fucking terrifying. I spent a lot of time in the bars on the strip where the action is, but it was just to drown out the noise. My brother Declan has schizophrenia. He served in Afghanistan. He came back, he seemed fine. But then one day he got hit by a car. No broken bones or anything like that, but doctors checked him out, said he was okay, discharged him. The next day he went missing. We couldn't find him for months. But then one day I'm on the strip and I find him laying on a hot-ass fucking sidewalk on a 115-degree day with a winter coat on, asleep. They say some people with psychosis have hallucinations of temperature. He literally thought it was freezing cold out. So I woke him up and brought him home. He was different. Like, we noticed him talking to himself a lot. And he wasn't very chatty before, but it took us a couple weeks to put it together that he was having only one side of a conversation. He was hearing voices. So I have to take Declan to a doctor's appointment one day, and I didn't realize I left a CD in the CD player in the car. I listen to a lot of death metal, you know, like pretty brutal shit. I never played it when Declan was around because I just figured like the loud noise might make it worse. So I turn on the car and it starts fucking blasting. I mean, it's really the only way to listen to it, but I go and shut it off really fast because I really did not want to deal with Declan having one of his episodes again, especially in the car on the way to the doctor. But that would just make them think that he was getting worse, which he really wasn't. So I turn off the music and Declan's like, "Whoa, dude, what was that?" Like, he looked intrigued. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Dude, what the fuck was that?" I was like, "What, you like that?" And he just made the biggest hell yeah look on his face. Part of having a brother with mental illness is you gotta learn to trust him sometimes. I mean, they are still your brother. That person you knew is still in there somewhere. So I pressed play and he had the biggest grin on his face. We blasted all the way to the doctor's office. I asked him about it, of course. They said it's probably to help drown out the voices. At that moment though, man, it just felt like I had my brother back again. And I guess I was right. The brother I knew was still in there somewhere. They say they don't know what causes it. Like psychosis can just hit. It's indiscriminate. But what he has to deal with is so different because he'll never be alone. He'll never know the comfort of solitude. I'm happy though. Happy that for that moment, Declan was in a Corvette blasting away from the storm.
You were never fucking there for me. You weren't there for me. I didn't give a fuck. That's why I was out there too.
Declan, shut up!
I fucking gave my life and you left me be.
Fuck, it's cold.
You forgot about me. Trying to convince yourself that maybe you got some fucking wisdom sitting on the fucking curb by yourself. You don't like the fucking quiet. You can't live without me. Don't sit there on the fucking curb pontificating like you actually give a shit, cause you don't. They're all fucking watching. They all know. They all know that you're just as phony as them. You're just as full of shit as they are. Trying to convince yourself that you actually have something to fucking share. You think that I give a shit? I don't give a fuck.